I introduced you, I'm gonna say this is a friend of mine. That means you're a connected guy. Now, if I said instead, this is a friend of ours, that would mean you a main guy. A capiche?
Hello, sir.
Bro, how you doing?
I'm good. So you're a cage fighter. You work on a ranch in Maui. You're always smiling. What is it like to be in the life of Jordan Mackin?
Oh man, it's an absolute blessing. But I mean, everybody in life has hard times. I just don't show it. I just stay positive and keep my mind straight and work my way through those hard times. But like keeping a smile, like you can tell, like it makes other people embrace that too. It makes other people's life a little bit easier. And we're trying to keep a positive outlook for everybody around us. That's how we do it in Hawaii.
So I follow you on Instagram. I would like for you to explain to me how you ended up with this baby goat.
Oh, dude, hammy boy. So, I do trail ride tours. Yeah. So I'm a horse guide. We take people out about 3 times a day. Probably like every day of the week. I'm pretty busy. But on one of our tours, we found this little baby goat just lying there. So he had just been born, maybe like an hour before. And we were like, yeah, let's just pass him by, wait for his mom to come grab him and whatnot. But his mom never came back. So on the second tour, we just picked him up. One of the boys, Max, that used to work there, picked him up, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna take him to this zoo in Maui." I was like, "No way, bro! This is the ranch is his home. Like, this is my goat now, or my sheep now. Like, he's cute. I love this guy." So yeah, I've raised him for like the last 2 months of his life, and yeah, it's been a blessing too, because I've just kind of been able to like stay focused in training and work, and then have another little entity to like put my energy and love into. So
I love there was one you put, I think you were on your bed and he was kind of curled up on the foot of your bed. And the caption was just like, I guess this is a thing now.
yeah, dude, I guess that I wasn't expecting that to like even have a baby goat or even like raise one of these things, but here I am. So here, I'm gonna close this door real fast. B's
Yep.
losing it, one of the pups.
Go ahead.
Sorry, B. All right. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that at all, but God gives you gifts. Sometimes you just handle it as it comes.
What is the name of the ranch you work on?
Circle M Ranch in Maui. Yeah.
And where's it out on Maui?
So we're on the Waihe'e side. So it goes like Wailuku, Waihe'e, Kahakaloa.
Yeah,
So we're
yeah,
kind of more on the northern side of the island.
yeah. And how'd you end up there working for them?
One of my best friends, his name's Chase. He's the head wrangler there. I was in the middle of working at another cattle ranch over there, and I just really wasn't liking it. So I contacted Chase, and it was actually kind of very last minute. I was about to go to Oahu to go work at another ranch, and the boys at Circle M were like, "Hey, man, let's make this work somehow." So they gave me housing. They take care of me very well, and I just love being home on Maui and then being around that ranch just in general. So super
Nice.
grateful for that opportunity.
So walk me through a day in the ranch. You wake up what time?
Oh man, I probably wake up like 5 o'clock, sometimes 5:15. I'll run the entire trail. It's maybe like a 2.5, 3 mile trail. I'll run it early in the morning. And then once I get back, I'll feed all the animals up top. We have a petting zoo with we have a calf up there. We got a pig named Pua. The calf's name is Lamar Jackson. We got Pua the pig. We got Lucky is a sheep, and then we got Mary as a sheep too. And then we have like a bunch of other chickens and stuff. So I feed all those guys and make sure they're well taken care of. And then after that, we'll drive down to our bottom pasture where all the horses are. We'll drive them up to where we saddle them in our main corral, and yeah, brush them down, scrape them down, get them all saddled up, and then walk back up, get the guests ready to go, and just have a good rest of the day. So we do that. We'll get them ready about twice a day.
Nice. And how
Yeah.
long is the trail you take them on?
Oh,
Is
it's
it the
about
same
an
trail you run?
hour and 45 minutes. Yeah, it
Oh,
just kind
nice.
of depends on how many people are coming. Like if we have more than like 12 people, obviously it's going to go a little bit slower because we really got to watch out for people's safety and whatnot. But yeah, it's a beautiful ride. I don't know if you've seen some of the views that I've posted.
No, I've seen the video you posted, and I grew up and I graduated from Lina Luna, so I know all the views. I
Oh,
was curious about
yeah.
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, I
that's why
totally forgot about that.
no, that's why I was like, when I see your post, I'm like, where the hell is this place? Because like I know the views, and it's like I know it, but I don't know it type thing. But
Right.
yeah, I know right what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's beautiful, man. That's like the area where I'm from too. So I'm just grateful to be back on the Y side. That's where all the friends and all the family are. So yeah.
Yeah. So what? So you train there? When'd you get to Washington?
I just got here last night. Funny story, actually. I was supposed to get here on Thursday night, but the flight was supposed to be at 12 o'clock. The boarding started at 11:19. So I was like, hey, I'll just get there right when boarding happens. So I got there at 11:19, 11:20, and I walked to the gate and TSA is closed. So I missed the flight on Thursday night. I had to buy a brand new flight for the next day. And then, yeah, I just got here yesterday, last night.
So judging from your fight record, you're one of those dudes that, apart from working on the ranch, you just love fighting. You're coming into a rematch with this one with Christian. The
Right.
last fight, you stormed across that cage,
Yeah.
caught him with a punch, dropped him, put him out in 13 seconds.
Right.
He wanted a rematch. They thought it was a fluke. I thought you caught him. I'm not judging anything, but what made you say, other than, you just, whoever wants to fight, you'll fight. But what made you go, yeah, cool, let's do this again?
Bro, if anybody wants to scrap, whoever wants to smoke, I'm down. Like I love fighting. I love the game behind it. Like if he wants to try to prove himself again, like here's the table, bud. Put your cards out, and I'm game. I'm ready to toss. I'm ready to do whatever it is in there. Like I just love this sport so much, and I love everything behind it, and just the opportunity to even get in this cage again is just a blessing to me. So
Nice. And training camp going good, weight cut going good, all that stuff.
oh yeah, weight cut's always going good. Training camp's been great. Me and Nicasio and Leighton Toon and the boys got some hard work in this morning, so that was nice. And then I ran back from the gym over here, so I'm feeling good.
Feeling good.
Yeah.
All right, we didn't get to do this because this is the first time I got to talk to you here, but I have 3 questions I ask everyone the first time I interview them. First one that comes to mind. You're a little kid. What movie is constantly on replay? You're constantly watching it.
We Were Soldiers.
Oh, that's a good movie. That's
Yeah,
a good call.
I used to love that movie as a kid, just growing up. And like, I don't know what it was, but I think it was just like the tenacity and the perseverance of that movie. I've always idolized people in the military. I've never been in the military, but the amount of sacrifice and the amount of hard work and dedication and what it takes to look after those around you, I've always just been like, man, like I love that. I love how soldiers keep their mindset. You know what I mean?
All right, this one's a 2-parter if they're different answers, but when you're going through training camp, what cheat meal are you looking forward to the most, at the end of the week or something?
Right.
And, or if it's different, what's your favorite local food from the island?
Right. So like, I don't really have a cheat meal because my meal, I can eat it all the way until like 3 days before the fight. I love steak and rice. I mop steak and rice. Like I'm a simple guy. Steak, rice, and a couple of veggies. Like that's my go-to all the time. And my cheat meal would probably have to be pizza. I mop pizza like a son of a gun. So yeah, I don't really eat too bad, honestly. I eat fairly well. The amount of time that I'm working and exerting energy, I need to like eat good food.
Yeah. And what's your favorite local food?
Favorite local food? Oh, bro, that's such a hard one because there's so many. I think squid luau would probably have to be my favorite.
Nice.
You'd have to look it up to try it. It's so hard to explain, but it's just this creamy sauce with seaweed and a little bit of like plantation agriculture that we have on Maui, and then taco, which is octopus. So,
but the trick with that is it has to be done right. There's places you eat it and it's garbage. There's places you eat it and it's fantastic. It has to be done right.
Has to be done by an uncle or an auntie or someone that puts love and time into it. I can't make the thing because I just want to eat it, so I make it fast.
Mine that I still miss to this day, whenever I go places here that have Hawaiian food, are either locomoco or your spam musubi. If those aren't on point, you're trash. You got those, you got me.
Dude, spam musubis are always the go-to. It's just I've had so many in life now to the point where like I'll take a bite and I'll be like, yeah, I had enough.
Yep. Okay, and if you could compare yourself to one fighter, past, now, who would you compare yourself to the most?
Oh, compare myself. Man, that's hard because I don't like to compare myself to really anybody, but there's a lot of fighters like I try to take this and this from. Like Sugar. I love how Sugar uses his stand-up, and I love how he believes in himself so much. But then I also love Volk. I love Volkanovski because he's just so grindy and brutal, and then Marab too. So like I'd probably, if I was to compare myself, it'd be like if Marab, Sugar, and Volkanovski all had a baby, like I'd want that to be me.
Nice.
And then you got a good hand.
How did you find your way to this sport? Other than, trust me, I know, being a haole, going to high school in Hawaii, constantly fighting anyone and everyone. So
right,
that's just how the island is. Like I have conversations with people and they don't grasp that some dude wants to fight you, like, cool, you're fighting him, but you're not fighting him. You're fighting him and his cousins and everyone else. And that's not a win. And it's a weird thing where I attribute it to what younger versions in the 80s, 90s, maybe say, I don't know, but growing up in the hood and on the streets of fighting gangs and fighting everyone, it's kind of how it was on Maui, because you had the locals or the East Siders or the Baldwin High kids. Like that's kind of how it was. Like you were always fighting. So I understand that aspect, but what made you decide this is what you wanted to do?
So I actually found fighting by default. So I actually started fighting in Spokane, Washington. I don't know if you knew that, but I got asked to go to this gym, this jiu-jitsu gym, and I trained there for about a week, and the coach was like, "Hey man, you want to fight this dude next week?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, dude, I want to scrap this guy." I was like, "That we can do that here."
We can do that. It's not on a beach.
Yeah,
let's go. Let's go.
I was like, I get gloves too. Like, let's do this. So I scrapped the kid and I smoked him pretty fast. And then it wasn't really necessarily that I won, but it was like the competitiveness of the sport. And I was like, man, I really think I love this sport. And just months and years rolled by, and the more training and the camaraderie you built and the people you meet, like you, Joe, like I was like, I really love this sport. Like, I think I actually kind of want to make this a niche, a career. And also like my upbringing, like a lot of fighters wasn't the greatest. So I've always been a fighter throughout life, not just like fighting people, but fighting through mental issues, fighting through family problems, fighting through anything. And like just being able to go in a gym and stay focused and have people around you that care about you, that want to train with you, is really what brought me to the sport.
I'm gonna ask you a question. Not a lot of people get it, but you'll get it as a local. When we were little, you could go to 7 Sacred Pools, pull over, park, hang out, party, all of it. I don't know how many years ago, though, they paved it, made a parking lot. You got to pay to go. How pissed off did you become when that happened?
Oh, we don't pay for that shit, bro. We're Hawaiian. We just roll in and run that show.
I remember when the last time
when they paved it was weird.
It's weird, right?
Weird, bro. You used to have to like walk through, and it was all nice. Like,
yeah,
going a little walk through the jungle. It was crap, but now it's, yeah. I mean, that's just gentrification of Maui. You got a lot of rich people coming in, like making how they want the island to look, like San Francisco or other areas. Like, oh, we need to park our Tesla in this parking lot because my grandma's 80 and she can't hop the gate and walk down there. So I mean, that's just the way life is. Everything's an evolution. But as Hawaiians, it sucks because we don't want anything to be built over there.
Yeah, I agree.
We just want to keep it how it is. But you know, that's growth and everything. You just gotta fight everything with aloha. Fight everything with love and compassion, and eventually, you know, everything's gonna work out.
That's fair. All right, man. I'll see you in a couple days in weigh-ins. We'll say hi.
Yeah, let's get it, bro. Hey, thank you for the interview. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Have a good day.
Much love and aloha.
Later, man.
Once again, the show is presented by Combat Games MMA.